Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and I'm teaching you how I lost 60 pounds with 40 more to go by substituting the foods that I love for the foods that love me back. If you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up and let me know what other recipes you'd like for me to try and share with you. All right, so I got a request from Keisha. Today I went live and I promised her I would give her a substitute recipe for lasagna. Lasagna is a great comfort food. It's warm, it's filling, it just makes you feel so yummy. But I avoid starches and try to avoid dairy. But I did find a great recipe for this squash lasagna. I'll put it in the description. I think it was from Tasty, and it's basically where you use the squash ribbons instead of the lasagna sheets. So I just put this together with a few things that I had in my fridge. I'll walk you guys through so you can see what I did. I think I just had some spaghetti sauce meat left over that I warmed up. You can use any meat that you like, ground turkey, ground beef. You can use Italian sausage, whatever you like to put with your ragu sauce. You can see here that I've got mushrooms in mine, but just make whatever pasta kind of sauce that you like. Now, the key to this ingredient, you'll see here, I had a couple yellow squash, and I'm going to walk you guys through basically how you prepare those. You also have for your cheese spread, I have ricotta cheese, I have Parmesan cheese, and I do have mozzarella cheese. I think I made this one maybe for the kids. I can't remember, but if you are going to substitute, you can do like I use cottage cheese sometimes in place of ricotta. That works out well if you want to lower your dairy fat. I am a big fan of goat cheese. I use goat cheese would be a good substitute. Just leave it out while you're prepping so that it can soften. And then you can also use, I love a pepper jack block goat cheese that I shred, and it melts so nicely. All right, so let's see what we have here. All right, so this is just me adding, I think I can't remember what seasoning this is, but this was just me prepping the beef, but we've already talked about that. And so you see our sauce here. Again, your garlic, your onion, your tomato, your mushroom, your peppers, whatever you like in your ragu sauce, you can put it in. Okay, so here is the key substitution for this sauce. For this dish, with lasagna, all you're going to do is prep your ingredients and then layer them and top them with cheese and bake it until it's bubbly. Okay, so for the squash, what you want to do is you want to get a vegetable peeler, and you want to be careful. I'll link the video down in, but it shows that you use a fork to really secure one end of the squash, and you use a vegetable peeler literally just to peel off sheets of the squash. It comes off in these long layers, and really in the recipe, they should be laid down flat, kind of like a lasagna noodle. As you can tell, I was rushing. But what you want to do once you get those, you can either bake them, you can toss them, I think, in a little bit of oil and seasoning and lay them out flat. If you're using a zucchini substitute, you can put it in the microwave with a little bit of salt and just microwave it so that they're soft and pliable, because zucchini is a lot firmer. But you could do this with any other squash, and trust me, by the time you get the meat and the cheese and the seasonings, you won't miss the starch or the gluten that comes along with it. So you'll see here, I basically just started with the layer of the meat sauce, and then I just big old handfuls of the squash. So as we continue on with the building, you'll see here that I've just added a layer of my cheese spread, and then repeat the process until you're out of ingredients. So we've got a layer of the meat sauce. Ideally, this one's not my best, but ideally, you top with whatever shredded cheese you have. I didn't have shredded cheese on hand. I had these layers of, I guess it's mozzarella cheese. So this was a 13 by 9 pan. I just placed them on there because it's going to melt down. So I don't know if this video is going to play. We'll see if it comes up. But basically what I'm showing here is when the squash lasagna came out of the oven. Now take a look at this and tell me, if I serve this to you, would you know that there wasn't pasta inside? So you see that it's come out of the oven and it smelled amazing. The kids loved it. I think I took a still picture. Let it cool, cut it up and serve it. If it's for the kids, put some bread on the side. If it's for yourself, this is a great way to have that Italian taste without the starches and the carbs and the gluten that comes along with it. So that's all for this recipe. Keisha, I hope you liked it. I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you guys on the next recipe. Bye, everyone.